Okay, this is an Amtran Flatnose. For power, the fuse block over here is powered by constant power from the battery. So we just pull the 15 amp fuse out of the child reminder, put it into an empty slot, cut the red wire, put a female spade connector on it, and drop it into the block here, and that provides power to the child reminder. A convenient location to grab accessory power for the yellow wire is right off the positive post of the buzzer. Just T-tap the yellow wire into there. Okay, as normal, this Amtran Flatnose bus uses a negative horn, so we're grounding our black and our red and white wire. The red and white, of course, is our horn polarity wire. Okay, we locate the wire coming from our stop arm output from our flasher, and we T-tap the orange wire into it. This wire is typically light blue on these buses. The violet wire gets connected to the door input switch on the flasher, which is to flash reds whenever door is open, or to flash reds only after ambers. However, in this Amtran, so normally you would T-tap into that. However, in this Amtran here, it has an air door. So what we've done is we attached an extension wire onto our violet wire, and we ran it on out through with our blue wire to the horn. We ran it on out to the inside of the engine, or inside the passenger compartment. Okay, in Amtran Flatnose buses, we have to take the green and gray wires from the child reminder and put extension wires on them and run them on up through the pillar in the driver's compartment. We'll show you where those come out at the other end. Now you do need to make sure you know which one is attached to the green and which one's attached to the gray, because there is a polarity to this. Okay, be certain to locate circuit number 40. It's a black wire. Make sure there's only one of them coming out of the harness block, and you're going to put a diode in series with this. The reason is this circuit feeds the rear door buzzer power. Without this diode installed, the child reminder is going to deactivate itself immediately upon shutdown of the bus. You'll get 2 flashes of the interior lights. So simply on circuit number 40, it's a black wire. Install a diode in series with it. Gray stripe needs to face towards the back of the bus, towards the rear buzzer. Okay, here we are in the driver's area. The extension wires from the green and gray wire were previously run up through this conduit, and then the fuse screws from here across to the first interior light hole were removed so that we could route the wires in right here. Now the interior light is right here. The interior light, what we do is there's 2 tan wires that used to run to it. We cut one of them. We used our test light to determine which one feeds power and which one heads off towards the other lights. And what we did was we connected the gray wire from our child reminder. This is the extension wire that came from it. We connected the gray wire to the side that feeds power to the interior lights, and the other wire that continues towards the back of the bus, we connected the green wire from our child reminder to that. So use your test light, turn on the interior light switch wire, and determine, once you've cut one of those tan colored wires, determine which one goes hot when you turn on the interior lights. And that's the one that you'll connect the gray wire to, meaning the extension wire running from the gray wire. And typically in most school buses, the interior light switch is located on the accessory panel. However, the reason that we're running these extension wires on the interior light wires is because in the Amtran Flatnose, the interior light switch wire is located up above. So the wiring from the switch that carries the current to the light bulbs runs from here directly back to the interior lights, which is why we tie into it at that location right there. It should also be noted that doing it this way will only power up the interior lights on one side of the bus and not the other. In all the Amtrans that we've worked on, coming off of the buzzer is a pink number 5 wire with an underscore underneath the 5. This is a dedicated wire going to the rear door, and it's pink. number 5. Follow it along, cut it, install a diode in series with it with the gray stripe facing away from the buzzer. Connect the white wire from the child reminder in at the side of the diode with the gray stripe on it, so that the white wire from the child reminder has a direct connection to the pink wire and to the back door. The diode is in the way of any current that wants to run from the white wire and back up through the diode into the buzzer again. So once again, current comes down through the buzzer via the pink number 5 wire, through the diode, out the gray stripe end of the diode, and it meets up with the white wire and rejoins with the pink wire and continues. Okay, in Amtrans you're looking for typically a black wire with the label 85A on it. It's at the base of the steering column. It's negative polarity. You T-tap your blue wire into that, and it's typically found with a cluster of orange wires with labels on them as well, all at the base of the steering column.